Did you know that if you're over 60 and regularly take turmeric for joint pain, inflammation, heart health, or memory support, three common foods could be silently canceling out its benefits? These aren't rare or exotic. They're likely sitting in your fridge, your pantry, maybe even on your plate right now. And when combined with turmeric, they don't just weaken its healing power, they can trigger inflammation, upset digestion, and undo the very support you're hoping for. That means the golden spice you've come to trust, whether in your tea, smoothie, or supplements, might not be working the way you think. In fact, it could be quietly holding you back from the progress your body truly needs. But here's the good news. Once you know what to avoid, and more importantly, what to pair turmeric with, you can unlock its full healing potential safely, naturally, effectively. In this guide, first, discover 3 everyday foods that boost turmeric's power. Then, learn which 3 ingredients can quietly work against it, and how small, smart changes can help you feel better, move easier, and age stronger. Let's dive in. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 3 foods that make turmeric work better. 1. Black pepper, the absorption booster. As we grow older, we begin to realize that how we nourish our bodies matters just as much as what we put into them. For seniors who've added turmeric into their daily routines, whether for joint support, brain clarity, or overall inflammation control, there's one simple, often overlooked ingredient that can completely change how effective that golden spice really is: black pepper. At first glance, black pepper might seem like nothing more than a common seasoning, something we've shaken over soups or eggs for decades without giving it much thought. But buried inside those tiny black granules is a powerful natural compound called piperine. This compound has been shown in multiple scientific studies to increase the absorption of curcumin, the active healing ingredient in turmeric, by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000. That's not a marketing trick. That's biology. You see, curcumin on its own struggles to survive in the human digestive system. Our bodies, especially as we age, aren't always efficient at absorbing nutrients. They move slowly, react differently, and often let beneficial compounds pass through without ever putting them to use. But when curcumin is paired with piperine, something remarkable happens. It becomes bioavailable. That means it doesn't just enter your body. It stays, it circulates, and it gets to work where you need it most. This is especially important for older adults managing chronic inflammation, aching joints, or memory fog. By simply adding a small pinch of freshly ground black pepper to your turmeric tea, oatmeal, eggs, or even a smoothie, you're turning a good habit into a powerful therapeutic one. It's like unlocking a door that leads directly to healing. And the beauty is, it takes almost no effort. Many seniors are surprised when they hear this for the first time. Just a pinch of pepper, they ask? Yes, that's really all it takes. But the pepper needs to be freshly ground, not the kind that's been sitting in a shaker for years, losing its potency. Fresh peppercorns hold more active piperine and do a far better job of helping your body absorb turmeric. And if you're already taking a turmeric supplement, be sure to check the label. High-quality formulas will often include piperine or bioperine, a concentrated extract. Without it, even a well-made turmeric supplement may not do what you hope it will. In the end, black pepper is more than seasoning. It's a catalyst, a quiet helper that makes turmeric's healing reach farther and deeper. It's a small step with big returns, especially when you're investing in your health one choice at a time. But turmeric has another partner that's just as important, one that's not a spice at all, but something rich, nourishing, and essential to how your body absorbs curcumin: healthy fat. Let's take a closer look. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Raw honey, a natural anti-inflammatory partner. There's something timeless about honey. Long before pharmacies and prescriptions, our ancestors reached for this golden gift from nature to soothe sore throats, heal wounds, and calm troubled digestion. For seniors seeking gentle, effective ways to enhance the power of turmeric, raw honey is not just a natural sweetener, it's a trusted companion in healing, one that speaks the same language as turmeric: anti-inflammation, restoration, and balance. What makes raw honey so special is not just its taste, but its complex profile of antioxidants, enzymes, and trace nutrients that support immunity and reduce irritation in the gut. When paired with turmeric, something beautiful happens. The warmth of turmeric's earthiness blends with the subtle sweetness of raw honey to create a powerful synergy. Not only does the combination ease inflammation in your body, but it also becomes far more palatable, especially for those who struggle with turmeric's slightly bitter flavor. But it must be raw honey, unfiltered, unpasteurized, and unprocessed. The kind that often looks cloudy, maybe with a few bits of pollen still floating in the jar. That cloudiness is a sign of life. It means the enzymes are still intact, the healing compounds still active, the honey bears on supermarket shelves, clear, runny, and shelf stable for years, have usually been heated and filtered until they're little more than sugar. They may taste sweet, but they lack the depth and medicinal value of raw, living honey. For older adults managing joint pain, fatigue, or low immunity, combining turmeric and raw honey can become a gentle daily ritual, one that supports the body without overwhelming it. Stir a small spoonful of turmeric into warm, not boiling water, add a teaspoon of raw honey, and drink slowly. Or blend both into your herbal tea in the evening as a way to wind down. Some even make a golden spoon, a thick paste of turmeric and honey taken straight off the spoon like a tonic. This isn't just a home remedy, it's a habit that nourishes the body and soothes the spirit. Of course, if you're watching your blood sugar or managing diabetes, even natural sugars like honey must be used with care. But in moderation, just a teaspoon a day, raw honey can offer real, measurable benefits. There's something comforting about turning to nature for healing. Honey, like turmeric, carries centuries of wisdom. It reminds us that not all medicine has to come in a bottle, and that sometimes the best remedies are the ones that taste like care itself. But while these foods can help turmeric shine, there are also common everyday items in your kitchen that can do the exact opposite, silently blocking turmeric's benefits or even creating new problems for your body. In part 2, we'll explore the 3 foods seniors should never combine with turmeric, and the reasons might surprise you. 3. Processed dairy. Why it blocks turmeric's power. For many older adults, a slice of cheese on eggs, a splash of creamer in morning coffee, or a cup of fruit-flavored yogurt feels like comfort. It's tradition. It's familiarity. It's the kind of small joy we allow ourselves as we move into the quieter seasons of life. But when you begin using turmeric to ease your joints, sharpen your memory, or calm inflammation, these everyday dairy choices, especially the processed ones, may be silently working against everything you're trying to achieve. Processed dairy is everywhere. It's in those perfectly square slices of American cheese, the powdered creamers that dissolve into our mugs, the shredded cheese in plastic bags that last far too long, and the flavored yogurts lining every grocery fridge. What most of us don't realize is that these products are often loaded with additives, preservatives, gums, artificial sweeteners, and stabilizers, all designed to make them more convenient, longer lasting, and tastier. But your body, especially an aging one, often sees these added chemicals as irritants rather than a nourishment. When you combine turmeric with processed dairy, two problems occur. First, your digestion becomes compromised. These artificial ingredients slow down your body's natural digestive rhythm, making it harder to break down and absorb nutrients. That includes curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. Second, some milk proteins can bind to curcumin, essentially locking it up so that your body can't absorb it at all. You think you're doing something good for yourself, sprinkling turmeric on scrambled eggs or making a turmeric latte with flavored creamer, but it may be doing very little, if anything. And here's the price you pay. You may take turmeric religiously every day, believing it's protecting your heart, your joints, your memory. But without even realizing it, you're blocking its healing path with every processed dairy product you mix it with. Weeks go by, maybe months, and you still feel that nagging pain in your knees, that morning stiffness in your hands. You may wonder if turmeric was ever worth trying in the first place, but the truth is, it's not turmeric that failed you, it's what you paired it with. That doesn't mean you need to give up the warmth of a creamy drink or the comfort of something smooth and rich. There are better choices, gentler ones. Unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk. These plant-based alternatives are easier to digest and won't interfere with turmeric's effects. In fact, some even help enhance absorption when used properly with the right fats and spices. Still, dairy isn't the only kitchen staple standing in turmeric's way. In fact, there's another category of foods many of us eat every single day, ones we associate with health and freshness, that may be even more deceptive. What if the very vinegar in your salad dressing is quietly breaking down turmeric before your body ever has a chance to use it? Let's take a closer look. 3 foods you should avoid when taking turmeric. 1. Processed dairy. Why it blocks turmeric's power. For many older adults, a slice of cheese on eggs, a splash of creamer in morning coffee, or a cup of fruit-flavored yogurt feels like comfort. It's tradition. It's familiarity. It's the kind of small joy we allow ourselves as we move into the quieter seasons of life. But when you begin using turmeric to ease your joints, sharpen your memory, or calm inflammation, these everyday dairy choices, especially the processed ones, may be silently working against everything you're trying to achieve. Processed dairy is everywhere. It's in those perfectly square slices of American cheese, the powdered creamers that dissolve into our mugs, the shredded cheese in plastic bags that last far too long, and the flavored yogurts lining every grocery fridge. What most of us don't realize is that these products are often loaded with additives, preservatives, gums, artificial sweeteners, and stabilizers, all designed to make them more convenient, longer lasting, and tastier. But your body, especially an aging one, often sees these added chemicals as irritants rather than nourishment. When you combine turmeric with processed dairy, 2 problems occur. First, your digestion becomes compromised. These artificial ingredients slow down your body's natural digestive rhythm, making it harder to break down and absorb nutrients. That includes curcumin, the active compound in turmeric. Second, some milk proteins can bind to curcumin, essentially locking it up so that your body can't absorb it at all. You think you're doing something good for yourself, sprinkling turmeric on scrambled eggs, or making a turmeric latte with flavored creamer, but it may be doing very little, if anything. And here's the price you pay. You may take turmeric religiously every day, believing it's protecting your heart, your joints, your memory. But without even realizing it, you're blocking its healing path with every processed dairy product you mix it with. Weeks go by, maybe months, and you still feel that nagging pain in your knees, that morning stiffness in your hands. You may wonder if turmeric was ever worth trying in the first place. But the truth is, it's not turmeric that failed you. It's what you paired it with. That doesn't mean you need to give up the warmth of a creamy drink or the comfort of something smooth and rich. There are better choices, gentler ones. Unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, coconut milk. These plant-based alternatives are easier to digest and won't interfere with turmeric's effects. In fact, some even help enhance absorption when used properly with the right fats and spices. Still, dairy isn't the only kitchen staple standing in turmeric's way. In fact, there's another category of foods many of us eat every single day, ones we associate with health and freshness, that may be even more deceptive. What if the very vinegar in your salad dressing is quietly breaking down turmeric before your body ever has a chance to use it? Let's take a closer look. 2. Vinegar-heavy foods. Too acidic for turmeric. In kitchens across America, vinegar has earned its place. It's in the tangy vinaigrette drizzled over salad greens, the crisp crunch of pickles on a sandwich, the brightness added to coleslaw or a marinade. It tastes like freshness. For many, it brings a nostalgic comfort. The flavors of summer picnics, family lunches, or that daily splash of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water for health. But what most people don't realize, especially seniors turning to turmeric for healing, is that vinegar-heavy foods can quietly sabotage turmeric's benefits, no matter how pure your intentions. Turmeric is a sensitive compound. Curcumin, its active healing agent, needs a relatively stable, supportive environment to survive digestion and reach your bloodstream. It's not invincible. When curcumin encounters highly acidic substances like vinegar, it begins to break down before your body can absorb it. What was once a powerful anti-inflammatory compound becomes unstable, diminished, and in some cases, completely ineffective. This is especially problematic for older adults, many of whom already deal with acid reflux, sensitive digestion, or slow metabolism. Adding turmeric to a vinegar-based salad dressing or pairing it with pickled foods may not just weaken curcumin, it may also aggravate your stomach, leading to bloating, heartburn, or general discomfort. The very foods that seem refreshing and health-forward can create internal conflict, especially when taken at the same time as turmeric. And here's the price you pay. You believe you're doing something good, adding turmeric to your meal, choosing fresh veggies, tossing them in a light vinaigrette. But over time, your body isn't absorbing what it needs. Your joints still ache, your inflammation doesn't improve, and you might begin to question whether turmeric is just another overhyped trend. In reality, the turmeric is fine. It's the acidic companion that's getting in the way, quietly, repeatedly, every day. Thankfully, the solution is simple and empowering. Instead of store-bought dressings loaded with vinegar or citrus, make your own turmeric-friendly version at home. Use extra virgin olive oil, a touch of lemon juice, less acidic and gentler on the gut, and a sprinkle of black pepper to boost absorption. This not only preserves turmeric's healing strength, but also supports digestion and heart health in its own right. Still, while vinegar may surprise you, it's not the only hidden culprit. There's one more food group, sweet, familiar, comforting, that not only blocks turmeric's power, but actively feeds inflammation. It hides in breakfast, snacks, and coffee shop pastries, and it's something many of us grew up loving. Let's talk about the dangerous dance between turmeric and sugar. 3. Sugary cereals and baked goods, the hidden enemy. There's a certain comfort in sweetness. Something about a warm muffin in the morning, a slice of banana bread in the afternoon, or a bowl of cereal that reminds us of simpler times. For many seniors, these foods are part of a cherished routine. They offer familiarity, ease, and the small joys of daily life. And now that turmeric has gained popularity, it's no surprise that we find it folded into pancakes, baked into muffins, or sprinkled into healthy granola bars sold at the store. It seems like a win-win, wholesome comfort and ancient healing, all in one bite. But beneath that golden glow lies a problem that's both subtle and serious. Because while turmeric is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, refined sugar, which fills most cereals and baked goods, is one of its fiercest enemies. Turmeric works to reduce swelling in your joints, protect your brain, and calm your immune system. Sugar does the opposite. It spikes your blood glucose, stresses your body, triggers inflammation, and sends confusing signals to your metabolism. When the two meet at the same time, they cancel each other out. It's like giving your body mixed instructions, one part trying to heal, the other trying to harm. The result? Curcumin loses its power, and the food that promised to help you feel better quietly chips away at your progress. Here's the price you pay. You stay committed. You add turmeric to your smoothie, your oatmeal, your supplements. But because you pair it with a sweet muffin or sugary cereal, the benefits never fully arrive. Your joints still ache. Your energy still dips in the afternoon. You wonder if you're just too old for this to work, or if maybe nothing works anymore. But it's not about age. And it's not that turmeric has failed you. It's that sugar has stolen the results before you ever had a chance to feel them. But there's a gentle way forward. You don't need to give up comfort. Only choose it more mindfully. Opt for unsweetened oatmeal topped with turmeric and berries, or whole grain toast with a little almond butter and cinnamon. If you enjoy a little sweetness, reach for raw honey or real maple syrup in small amounts. These natural sugars, when used sparingly and thoughtfully, don't wage the same inflammatory war in your body. In the end, every bite is a decision, toward healing or toward harm. And while it might seem small, that morning muffin or sugary cereal could be the quiet reason your turmeric isn't working the way it should. Now that you know what to avoid, let's take a final step. Let's return to the heart of this message and reflect on how small daily choices, made with care, can shape not just how we feel, but how we age with strength, clarity, and grace. Small choices, big impact. As we age, our health no longer feels like something we can take for granted. It becomes something we tend to, something we nurture. Turmeric has earned its reputation as one of nature's most powerful allies in that effort. But as we've seen, it's not just about taking turmeric, it's about using it wisely. The foods you choose to pair it with can either open the door to healing or quietly close it. Processed dairy, though comforting and familiar, often carries hidden costs. It may interfere with digestion, block absorption, and rob your body of turmeric's full potential. That doesn't mean you need to abandon all the foods you love. It simply means being more mindful. Choosing plant-based alternatives, whole ingredients, and simpler preparation methods can turn a daily habit into a source of strength, not frustration. The beauty of this stage of life is that we finally understand the value of time and the power of subtlety. Health doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from small, consistent, intentional choices. From knowing what to avoid, and more importantly, what to embrace. So as you stir turmeric into your tea tomorrow morning, or consider what to eat with it, remember, your body is still listening. It still responds, and it still deserves care. And now, as we continue this journey toward making turmeric work for you, let's take a closer look at another everyday food, something that may seem refreshing or even gut-friendly, but might be quietly disrupting turmeric's power. It's tangy, it's common, and it's probably in your fridge right now. Ready to find out what it is? These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.